Welcome back to the podcast, you beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be going through how to set and enforce boundaries, healthy boundaries. A lot of people struggle with this. I have for a long time. If you've got any people pleaser tendencies about you, this will probably hit home a lot for you. I'm going to show you how to solve that today, okay? So stick around, take notes if you can, or just really pay attention. I'm going to give you the 5 steps that I have to overcome this problem or to fix this situation so you have very clear boundaries on what it is that you do and do not tolerate in your life and how to enforce them in a healthy way. Let's rock and roll. If you haven't already, before I get started, if you could subscribe, if you could like the video, comment down below. It just helps share the video with more people. I can help more people. I can achieve my mission, my purpose. So if you can do that, that'd be amazing. Without further ado, let's rock and roll. First things first, most videos I do, or most, coaching that I do, I reference the words values a lot. And it definitely shows up when it comes to boundaries and enforcing them. So again, if you aren't familiar with what values are, go to my podcast, go to episode 200, okay? Episode 200 is a free training, and I actually go through step by step. I give you the document, which my clients pay to get. You get that for free, and I show you how to figure out your values, okay? So go do that, episode 200, just a short version of it. Values are areas of your life that are intrinsically most important and meaningful to you. Those values are not things like freedom, honesty, loyalty, respect, integrity. Those are all personality traits. Those are all things that we do. They're like expressions or traits or actions or inactions that we do as human beings. I love the example of freedom. People say, I value freedom. I said, great. If you have ultimate time and financial freedom, what would you do? And they'll say things like, oh, I'll go to the gym and look after my health more. So health is a value of yours. They'll say, I want to spend time with my family and kids. So you value family. You'll travel more. So you value experiences. So when you've got the freedom, what would you do? And in those questions, which I show you how to do on episode 200, it's how you actually figure them out and live to them. Because I want you to write this down or really listen to this quote. Low self-worth is feedback that you are not living in alignment with your own values. You are putting someone else's expectations, values, opinions, or whatever it may be ahead of your own. And the feedback is the lack of self-worth. It's not feeling great about yourself. It's beating yourself up. It's been frustration. It's being depressed. It's feeling all those negative emotions, which are all feedback to help you get into alignment with what your values, purpose, vision, mission truly is. Okay? So really remember that, because we're going to come back to that soon. So first step is understand your values and live to them. Secondly, is you want to have a clear vision for your life. Okay? What is the vision for where your life is heading? Because you can't, where you're meant to go if you don't know where you're going. If your life right now, you don't have a vision, you're going to continue to repeat the life that you have. And until you're clear enough on the life that you want to have and why it's so intrinsically meaningful to you, you will not give up the life you currently have. So you'll put up with people overstepping boundaries. You'll put up with people taking advantage of you. You'll put up with the shitty things that you're putting up with right now because you're not clear enough on what life you could truly have. And that's why to do that, to figure out your vision, by the way, figure out your values, then ask yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, what do those areas of my life look like if everything, quote, goes to plan? If I achieve the things I want to achieve, what does my life look like then, okay? So second step, you need a vision. Then, this is the part that's quite hard for a lot of people to really understand. It's learning to be detached from anyone and anything. Because write this one down, write this note down, write this quote down. Whatever you need in life will control you. Hear me what I said. Anything you need in life will control you. So if you have a neediness towards someone's love, someone's money, someone's energy, or just someone or something, if you're treated poorly, but you're needy of what it is that you perceive that you need from them, you'll put up with things that don't actually sit well with you or things that you don't tolerate. So the key is to actually detach from needing anything. This might sound harsh to some people, but I am not attached to my partner and my relationship. I love my partner. I see her as the future wife for me and the mother of my kids. I want to be with her for the rest of my life as far as I stand right now. But I'm also detached from being with her because If I was attached to her and needy of her, if she treat me poorly, I'd put up with it. I'd sweep it under the rug. I wouldn't speak my truth. I wouldn't set and enforce a boundary because I'm needy. I'm scared. Oh my God, what if I lose her? I'll be single. What if I don't find anyone else? And that mindset of being attached and needy of certain people and things adds to the problem of not setting boundaries and enforcing them, okay? So let's summarize those. You got your values. You know what's intrinsically most important to you. And not living in alignment with your values is going to make you experience lack of self-worth, beating yourself up, feeling down, feeling negative, feeling shit. Second, you've got a vision. You know what your life looks like in the future. You know where you want to go, why you want to get there, how you're going to get there. Fantastic. You're also detached from everyone and anything. And these things are hard to do. These are things I teach, but I'm just obviously giving you a summarized version of this today. But you're now detached. You don't need anything. You don't need anyone. You are so whole and perfect and beautiful and loved exactly the way that you are right now listening to this podcast. From there, schedule your values into your calendar. I had a coaching client literally this morning. We went through this. What are your values? And schedule them into your calendar. Whatever does not get scheduled does not get done. Success loves structure. Discipline equals freedom. You want to put structure in the areas that you want to be successful in. So what are your values? Let's use an example. Say you valued health, your relationship, and your career or business. Fantastic. So grab your calendar. I use Google Calendar. It's free. It syncs up with most things. Then schedule in time. I forgot what I said. I think health. So schedule in your health, schedule in your relationship, and schedule in your business or career. What time do you, because everyone's uniquely different. Some people want to train 4 hours a day. That's how much training they want to do to fill up their cup of training. That's cool. Schedule that in. Some people want to work a job sort of 9 to 5, and when they finish work, they don't really want to think about their job. That's cool. Schedule that in. Then schedule in your training or schedule in your relationship or whatever it is. Schedule in learning, schedule in whatever your values are, schedule them in. Because this next line is what I love. And it's such an easy answer that anyone can do right now. You're now clear on your values. You're clear on your vision. You're so detached from everything. You've now scheduled your values into your calendar, and those are your boundaries. You've just created boundaries, by the way. By scheduling them in, you've created a level of boundaries. Fantastic. So now when people say, hey, do you want to catch up on the weekend? Do you want to go get lunch? Do you want to come have a drink with me? You want to go do X, Y, Z? And there's a piece of you like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to. I'm a bit of a people pleaser. I'm guilty of saying yes when I want to say no. The easiest line that you can ever use. I would love to come. I'm really interested. Can I just get back to you? Let me check my calendar. Use that every single time. It's so easy. Let me check my calendar. One, it's going to make the person who you're talking to respect you more because you clearly value your time because your self-worth is very high. And it lets you sit down and actually look at your calendar and go, okay, well, based on my day, based on my values, based on what I do and don't want to do, does it make sense for me to go do this? And you've got to listen to your intuition. One of the steps that I've got, which is the next one, you've scheduled them in. You're now using your calendar as a bit of a get out of jail free card to be able to say, hey, look, I'd love to, just let me confirm and get back to you. Now, whenever you experience feedback, which might be that knot in your stomach, it doesn't feel great. You feel anxious. You feel nervous. You don't really want to do it. Now, yes, there's a difference between doing something that's uncomfortable and getting outside your comfort zone versus doing something that you just don't want to fucking do. There is a difference. And you intuitively need to lean into that. To help you with that specific problem, I would ask, what's your vision? And is this going to help you move towards your vision? Okay? Because if it's not, and it's like, if I said, okay, strip down naked, run down the street, that would make most people feel a little bit nervous. How is that going to help you move towards your vision? Doesn't really make sense. If you, was going to go ask someone out on a date, but you're too scared to do that, then of course, get over that fear and go get it done. So you're just learning to find what's actually a healthy, uncomfortable feeling versus like, I just don't want to do that because I'm not inspired to do that. Okay. So whatever feedback, red flags, you feel bad about something, you don't want to do it, whatever feeling you're getting is just feedback, listen to it. Then go back to your calendar, go back to your values. Look, is this what it is that I want to do? Am I inspired to do this? Also, so I've just kind of given kind of the structural level of boundaries and how to set them from a values perspective and using a calendar. But now, what if someone treats you poorly? What if your partner disrespects you? What if something happens with your friends or your family or your partner or something like that? What do? As soon as it comes up, you got to speak your truth. Because you got to realize this. Hear me when I say this. Every time you allow someone to do something that you do not tolerate and doesn't sit well with you, you devalue yourself. If your self-worth is shit, it's because you've done this so many times. So as soon as someone does something that doesn't sit well with you, that you're not okay with, that makes you feel shit, makes you feel down, makes you doubt yourself, makes you feel shit about yourself, bring it up. And because you're detached from them, you're not scared if they leave you. You're not scared of that friendship ending, because there's an abundance of other people out there that can add value to your life and make you a better person. And that's what you need to do if you want to improve this. Because this is the challenging side and the brutal truth when it comes to your life. You get in life what you tolerate. So if you're getting shit behavior in your life right now, people overstepping boundaries left, right, and center, you've allowed that. You got to own that. Take that responsibility. Extreme ownership. There's a great book by Jocko Willink called Extreme Ownership. Go read the book. Everything in your life is your fault. Great. That means you've got the responsibility to change it and take control of it. So anything that you do not tolerate anymore, hold people up. Tell them about it. Say something along the lines of this. Hey, look, I'll use the name Sarah. Hey, Sarah, can I just be really transparent with you? The way you just did XYZ makes me feel shit. It really hurts, and it really, I know, whatever it makes you feel. It makes me feel anxious, makes me feel unconfident, and it really hurts the way you're doing that. I'm just letting you know this because you might not be aware of what you're doing. You might be unconscious to it. But I also want to let you know, if you continue to do this, continue to do the things that you're doing to make me feel shit XYZ, this relationship is not going to continue. I'm very comfortable just ending this and not spending as much time together. And not saying that I don't like you, I don't love you, I certainly do, but I value myself so much that I'm not going to tolerate people treating me the way that you've been treating me. And that's just one way you can word it. You can word it a trillion different ways. You just can't tolerate it. You get in life what you tolerate. Let's fly through those steps and just summarize this video. Number one, get clear on your values. Go to episode 200 of my podcast and I'll show you step by step with all the questions with a free PDF for you to download to go do it. Okay. It's absolutely free. Second, get clear on your vision. Okay. So expand on your values, create the vision. So you know where you're going, why you're getting there, get that inspiration to go get it. Learn to detach. So you're not attached to anyone or anything. So you're totally okay walking away from fucking anything and anyone. Schedule them into your calendar. Schedule in your values into your calendar, and those become boundaries. Whenever people ask you to do things, just say, hey, look, let me check my calendar. Let me get back to you. And then any red flags, anything that does not sit well with you, that you're not okay with, that makes you feel anxious, makes you feel upset, makes you feel whatever it may be. And again, there's a healthy balance here. I'm not saying never do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. That's not true. You want to get uncomfortable. You want to naturally put yourself in situations that make you feel a little bit discomfort or a little bit uncomfortable. So you grow. So that's true. However, if it's not going to move you towards your vision, say you're with a toxic group of friends or you're in a toxic relationship and you feel uncomfortable with them, fucking leave, move, cut them off. And because you're detached from them and you're clear on your vision and you're clear on your values, you'll be willing to do that. I hope you guys got value from this. If you did, comment down below. It really means a lot. If you can like the video as well, that would be awesome. Share it with a friend. Share it on your Instagram story and tag me. I fucking love that. It lights me up, gets me excited. And if you want to work on yourself and you're looking for a mentor, you're looking to grow, you want to create a life that you fucking love from a personal, professional, financial, spiritual level, and you align with me, you like my vibe, you like my energy, there's a link below in the caption or the description below for a free strategy call with me. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation to do any work with me afterwards. It's completely free. I have a limited amount of them because I do them myself. If you'd like to book in, click the link below. I look forward to connecting with you. I appreciate you. Much love. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.